What do we know, everybody? Been getting a lot of comments, wondering where I've been, what I've been doing, wondering why I haven't been posting videos. And the short end of that is we moved, changed jobs, all that good stuff. Been wanting to make a video, just haven't had the time yet. Been super busy. But we'll get into all that, what's been going on in my life, get into what I want to do for this channel going forward, and kind of clue you into what's been going on. So first, you guys notice this on my glasses. Had a CT scan last week, and when I pulled my glasses off my face, the earpiece stayed on my ear. So lovely wife, she was able to glue it back together and then cut some band-aid strips and kind of taped it all up. So it looks funny, but it works wonderfully. Very happy, very grateful for that, because it's going to be a little bit before I can get to the eye doctor. For those of you that watch my videos, you guys knew that I was working as a mechanic and as a cowboy for a farmer. You guys also knew that I did not like that job because of how I was treated. Now, I spent about 4 years there, and I always entertained job offers. I mean, most of them were either in the wrong area, or it was bad timing, or the pay wasn't right. And then I had a series of 3 really good interviews. One with a local John Deere implement, one with a AGCO dealer, and one with a Kenworth dealer. The Kenworth one I really liked. I like working on semis, but I wasn't convinced that they weren't going to throw me on a night shift. Now, say what you want, I don't want a night shift. Say what you want about me, I don't care. That's just one of my things. I don't want to work nights. I got 2 little boys at home. I got a wife I want to spend time with. I don't want to do that. I just was getting ready to leave a place where I never got a day off and never got to do anything with my family. It just wasn't for me. Now, they did tell me that I wouldn't be working nights, but knowing a corporate shop that has the night shift, and I would be the little guy on the totem pole, I didn't want them to go back on what they said, and so on and so forth. And maybe they wouldn't, I don't know. But I just didn't want to be in that situation to where if they did, then I would have to quit and go somewhere else. So saving them the trouble, saving me the trouble. John Deere, I really like that opportunity, like that offer. But the problem was that they called me, they interviewed like 50 guys. And then after they interviewed 50 guys, I'm not sure who that is behind me here. After they interviewed the 50 guys, they settled on me and another guy. And they called me every day for like 2 months. And they said, well, we'll call you tomorrow. We should have an offer by tomorrow. Should have an offer by tomorrow. Should have an offer by tomorrow. And it just didn't work. Didn't transpire. And I finally got fed up with it and said, I really do not know who that is. Anywho, just kept telling them, or they kept telling me that they would keep calling me back, and after about 2 months I finally gave up and said, you know what, it's alright. I get it. You gotta wait for corporate to give you the approval, but I'm not going to keep waiting. Best of luck to you guys, but I'm not going to keep this up. The AGCO dealer, they sell and service predominantly Massey Ferguson products, Massey tractors, Massey windrowers, do a lot of hay equipment, Massey Heston balers, things like that. And then they also sell JCB stuff, some Krone stuff. And when I went in and did my interview, they wanted me on the tractor side, so it's just me and another guy are the only 2 tractor technicians. I got another guy there in the tractor shop that works on balers. Both those guys are very experienced, very good at what they do. And I've learned a lot from those guys. I'm very grateful for that. Been doing a lot of electrical stuff, doing a lot of AC system stuff. I mean, it is the time of year. But a lot of electrical issues, guidance issues. I've split 2 tractors in half. since I've been there, and I think it's coming up on, what, 5 months now. And I actually got another one there that needs to get split, and it's crazy. It is what it is. Was doing a lot of side jobs, I guess you'd say, when I was living down in Loomis, and had a pretty successful little side business going. Had a good customer base, good clientele. Was very popular with what I did. And then we moved up here by my mother-in-law. I chose kind of not to do that, and maybe we will start going it again in the future, but we'll see. Oh, goodness gracious. As far as what the channel is going to be from here on out, I really looked back on what it is that I like to watch and what it is that I like to do, and the things that I like to see and the things that I know how to do. And then, of course, that takes you down a rabbit hole to stuff you had in your past and stuff you wish you could do but you can't do right now. And when I went to college, I had a core of collision refinishing, majored in street rod custom fabrication. I did the whole custom paint bit, all that stuff. But I really liked making metal move, and I was good at it. I was good at making the metal do what I wanted it to do. I was good at fabricating things. I was able to talk with Faye Butler on the phone multiple occasions, which was fantastic. Talked to other big names in the sheet metal fab industry, and I didn't have the money to chase job offers, because you have to have money for first month's rent, and you got to have money for a deposit, and it's all this junk. And I grew up poor, so. But now I'm in a place where I got a couple of vehicles here that I could tinker around with, and I could show you guys things that I know how to do. I got an 89 F-150. Got your typical rust you expect it to have. Had a tree fall on the box side. So I can show you guys the body repair stuff with that, the panel replacements. If I got to do patches where I'm going to do it at certain spots, show you the body work into that. Show you guys how a body guy would do it, how I was shown to do it, how I did it in the field, because I was a body guy long before I did this, and that's what I graduated school for. But show you how you could do that at home, and show you better ways of doing this than what I'm seeing on Facebook and YouTube. And then go through the painting process, and changing my interior colors, and where I'm getting parts, and how much this stuff costs, and so on and so forth. I think it'd be fun. And if anybody watches it, then great. If not, oh well, because it's more for doing something that I enjoy doing. And LJ, little Jim, is getting big enough now that he really likes to help with that kind of stuff, so that'll be fun too. Even Archie. I mean, Archie's 1.5 now, and Archie likes going out there playing with tools and pretending he helps. So I think that will be a lot of fun. I don't know when I'll be able to do that, when I'll be able to make those videos, but we will make those videos, and it will be a lot of fun. Far as you guys heard me talk about CT scan, we had went and we had bought the car I'm in right now is my Mustang. We went and bought this. And it's not a fancy Mustang. I mean, it's a V6, 2001 V6 Mustang. It's not a performance model. It is what it is. I've never wanted a convertible. This has a convertible top. It is 100% a mechanic special. I've already replaced the alternator and the AC compressor on it. It's got terrible wiring problems in this car. But it does better on gas than a pickup, and my boys absolutely love the convertible. So it is what it is. When we bought this, my wife also got to pick out a Traverse, and finally got rid of that lemon of an Equinox that she had. Hated that car. She loved it. I hated it. But we got the Traverse, and we didn't even get to make a payment on the Traverse. We had left mother-in-law's house, and we made it 2 doors down. and the lady backed out at Mock Jesus and hit us. Totaled the car. At the end of the street is a stop sign, which is where I always put my seatbelt on. Say what you want. I get it. Don't think you're going to get hit 2 doors down, but got hit. And then there's a roof bow, because I was sitting right behind the driver. There's a roof bow that goes all the way across. There's a DVD player in the center that hangs off of that, so it's pretty beefy roof support. But I got the initial whiplash, and then I hit my head hard and went to the hospital, had a concussion. They sent me home, said 3 days, it'll be fine. 2 weeks later, I couldn't deal with the headaches. I had a headache that never went away. Went to the doctor and she gave me a muscle relaxer and tramadol, and went a couple of days with that, and then we went back to the doctor, and that's when they made me do CT. Did a head and neck CT, no active brain bleeds, pretty messed up muscles in the neck, but they went and called neurology after I went a few days without headache getting better. I mean, this is like 3 weeks after the accident. And talked to neurology. Neurology started me on another pill, but instead of starting me on a low dose, started me on a heightened dose, and that was just awful. So then we halved the pill and got to a lower dose, and it's still not fun, but I can tolerate it at least, and my headaches have gotten much better. And so it's been over a month now, and I haven't been able to work in about almost 2 weeks, which isn't great. But I got the headache issues I was dealing with, horrible light sensitivity, and the headaches are finally getting better. I mean, I can at least manage them with some ibuprofen and tramadol now. But the other part that is a little more alarming is my lightheadedness and my balance, my equilibrium. Feeling like you're going to pass out at certain points, like if I get up too fast. My vertigo is really, really bad, way worse than it's ever been. And if it is dark, or if I close my eyes, everything spins. I can't keep my balance. I mean, it's bad. And driving, I drove to my parents' house this last weekend, which is about 2 hours away, and got halfway there, felt like I was going to pass out, powered through it, made it the rest of the way, but my wife ended up driving home. And driving around yesterday, it's like the stuff's moving and my brain's not able to process it as quick as it's coming at me. So I don't know how else to describe that. So it's like all the things are coming at you on the side of the road, even going 30 miles an hour. It's like my brain can't keep up and can't process it, and it just shuts everything down. So I can still see, but I can't focus on anything, if that makes any sense. So we'll talk with the doctor again tomorrow. See what we'll have for, hopefully talk to the doctor tomorrow, I should say. We'll see what kind of a game plan we get set, and then I can move on. Hopefully get back to work and deal with that disaster that's there, and figure out what we're doing from there. As far as the lady that hit us, apparently it's not her first rodeo with this kind of thing. Not a very nice person. Whatever, is what it is. But her insurance outfit, the lady that we're dealing with from her car insurance, is very nice, very helpful. And, they're going to make sure that they pay for all the treatments and all of that, and then they're going to pay for the lost wages and all that good stuff, which is great. I'm very grateful for that. But I really hope that I can get back to work here soon. I'm not good at just lazing around. But I mean, doctor doesn't want me to overdo it, doesn't want me to do any strenuous activity because that makes the headaches come back, and pretty much everything I do at work is strenuous. I mean, I work on ag equipment, everything is rusted, everything is heavy. Climbing and doing that sort of stuff also isn't good, so I don't know how that's all gonna shape up and shake out. But guys at work, the guys that I work with, they've been checking up on me, which is great. GM periodically checks up. I think more so he just wants me to get back to work than actually making sure I'm okay, but it is what it is. Boys, LJ started preschool a year earlier than you can usually start preschool, so that's pretty cool. He's having a lot of fun there, loves playing with the kids, loves the stuff he's learning, very, very smart. Archie's got to have glasses, got bad eyes like us. But he's doing pretty good. I mean, for 1.5, he's doing pretty good at keeping the glasses on and doing the thing. I mean, he does get tired of them and he'll chuck them. We got 2 different types for him. We got the, the regular strap type that you guys are used to seeing, and then he's got regular glasses. And he's getting good, especially with the regular glasses. He'll push him up, and he does well. So I'm very, very proud of both those boys. And they both got strep throat and ear infections right now. So you can imagine what our house is like. I've got ear problems anyway. And of course my ears have been hurting, so I imagine I'm next on that. My wife's throat's hurting, so she's probably on the list. My little brother-in-law, Jericho, he's going to the doctor right now. Sure, he's probably got strep. So what do you do? But at any rate, I think I've rambled on here long enough. Like I say, I'm still alive. We still got plans. Had a lot of stuff going on. Hasn't exactly been the funnest at certain points. But we got plans. Like I say, when I started these videos, I did the anxiety things, and I figured out the, videos while I was driving weren't a thing. I didn't have the time to go and piece all those things together. And, the loading and unloading of the cattle was fun when I could do it, but it couldn't always do it. And, working for that farmer, I was just a dumb cowboy from up north, in his words, so I wasn't able to do the farming style videos that I enjoy watching. And you could only take so many videos of stuff that you're working on, so it is what it is, but hopefully we can get something together that's going to be fun and enjoyable for everybody, and at least fun for me to make. Because I really, really enjoy messing with sheet metal. I enjoy making things pretty. I enjoy working on things, fixing things. So that'll be fun. But I think the boys are about ready to get up from their nap, and I got a turkey in the smoker because we like turkey. So I will go check on that, go check on the boys, and see what we get done. But hope you guys stuck around to the end. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, I thank you all for watching.